What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Back here today on the Madden Rebuild channel, and today we're going to be doing a team that's actually pretty good in real life, but really disappointed this last season. Today, not that the Buffalo Bills need a ton of things, but we are going to go ahead and still jump into Madden and rebuild the Buffalo Bills and get this team a Lombardi trophy. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you are new to the channel, as always, greatly appreciated. Also, if you're interested in hearing me talk football outside of just Madden, I have a podcast, link to that's down in the description below. It's with a few of my real life friends, so go check that out if you want to. But let's talk about what the Bills have done this offseason. They have lost quite a bit, like Tremaine Edmonds, of course, who in this sim went to the Lions. They've lost Isaiah McKenzie. There's some other guys they've lost, but the guys they've gotten are like Taylor Rapp and David Edwards in free agency. They got Damian Harris as well and Deontay Hardy. So if we go take a look at what we're working with on this Buffalo Bills roster as of right now, this is what we got going on. So if we generate our best lineup, this is what we got. We got Deion Dawkins, David Edwards, Mitch Morse, Bates, Brown, Dawson Knox at tight end. You got Stephon Diggs, Deontay Hardy, Gabe Davis, Khalil Shakir, Damian Harris, James Cook, Naeem Hines, and then Josh Allen backed up by Matt Barkley. On the defense side of the football, you got Micah Hyde, DeMar Hamlin, Matt Milano, Spector, Bernard, Jordan Poyer, and Teron Johnson, Tre'Davious White, Kier Elam, and then Dane Jackson. So overall, pretty solid team. Linebackers definitely took a hit when Tremaine Edmonds lost or left, obviously. So we definitely got to focus on potentially replacing the linebacker spot. As far as wide receiver is concerned, there has definitely been an emphasis that Buffalo needs to get like another wide receiver outside of just Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis was supposed to be that. He was definitely really disappointing last year, had a lot of drops. So hopefully we can just go into this next season with him being the wide receiver 2 and he'll step up, which I imagine he will. And then we got like James Cook and Damian Harris. So not really sure what we're going to do with that. I don't know if they're going to give James Cook the full-on halfback role or if Damian Harris will, or if they'll split or whatever. It seems like Buffalo likes to run multiple backs, but not a whole lot of cap space left. I don't really think there's any way we can cut to free up money. So if we go take a look at some potential idea. So also, if Buffalo really doesn't believe in like Gabe Davis as like their saving grace, I guess that wide receiver 2 spot, yeah, the only guy I can cut is Ed Oliver, and I really don't want to do that. So, but if they don't like Gabe Davis, like I was saying, maybe they could go at DeAndre Hopkins. I know they probably can't trade for him, but if D-Hop is released, which it sounds like he might be, maybe you can restructure some contracts, work with the money a little bit, get D-Hop in Buffalo. That could be kind of fun. It sounds cool on paper, but I know that'd be kind of hard to pull off. So other than that, though, we're just going to head to draft night. Not a whole lot we can do in free agency, so it's just a matter of building through the draft at this point because we don't have any money. Thankfully, we have all of our picks in this draft. We have 28, 60, 92, so we can definitely hit on all three of these, which is going to be really nice. And the biggest position of weakness is definitely going to be our linebacker spot. We kind of noticed that. And I definitely could use another tackle as well, so I might have to look at that. So linebackers is going to be my top priority. If I can get like a middle linebacker to replace Tremaine Edmonds, that's going to be really cool. Deontay Hardy, only a 75 overall and star development, so hopefully we could turn him into something here as well, maybe to be that other wide receiver that helps out this team. D tackle, definitely could use another one, but we do have some depth there at the very least. And of course, it didn't help when Von Miller got hurt last year, so with him being healthy, that should help out a ton. Have one of the best safety, and then Micah Hyde was hurt as well last year, so that should help out even more. But let's go ahead and jump into the draft and see what we can do. At pick 28, starting this off, Chicago, of course, still holds number 1, but in real life, we know that is not the case. So at pick 28, let's see what we got on the board. Bijan Robinson goes to Dallas, which a lot of people are expecting to maybe happen because, of course, Zeke Elliott being released. But Keely Ringo, if I wanted a corner, this would be my pick. And honestly, I wouldn't mind it, but we don't necessarily need to go after corner at this point. I'm kind of looking for linebackers, not pass rushing linebackers, guy that can actually cover. So is there anyone on the board that would make sense for us at linebacker here? So we got Henry out of Alabama, who is down the board a little bit. We got Jervin Dexter. We got Rice. We could take, obviously, do I have any good linebackers available at all? Like, I don't know if that's really going to be here. Do we trade down potentially? We got Ojulari. Yeah, I'm not really liking any of these options. Middle linebacker was Henry and then Owen. Noah Sewell is down here as well. I feel like I could trade down at this point and maybe pick up an extra second. I don't know if that'll be the case, but that is what I'm going to look at right now. So let's see if we could do that. So if we trade away pick, review the offers, can I trade maybe into the early second round and pick up like another pick in this draft? Let's see. So we get a first round pick next year. I don't really want to do that. We can get a second and a third from Tennessee. So I actually kind of like that trade. I might do that trade with the Titans. So, and they got a second and a third, 36. Do I want 36 or... Yeah, probably this... Actually, this Colts trade makes a lot of sense. We get 36 and 80. I'm going to do this with the Colts. That's going to give us an early second round pick, and that'll feel pretty good. So, early second round pick. We trade down to pick 4, and we pick up another pick in this draft, which is going to be huge for us. So, we're back on the board. Cam Smith goes off the board, and I think I'm going to go ahead and spend this pick on Noah Sewell at that middle linebacker spot. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So, he is still here. Oregon middle linebacker. I could probably trade down and get if I wanted to, or I can go with Henry out of Alabama. Either way, we need a middle linebacker to replace what we just lost. So I'm going to go ahead and take Henry here. Only a normal dev, but we needed someone to replace Tremaine Edmonds, so I feel pretty good about that. And now we have second round, pick 28, and we should have 2 third-rounders. So 2 third-rounders is going to come in handy. 2 thirds, let's see what we can do with them. So we got Forbes, Jervin Dexter. We got Rice, Kayshawn, Duncan. I wouldn't mind taking a tackle here. We said we needed one, so we might look at it. Tucker Kraft. Let's see. Garrett Williams. Do we have another linebacker here that might be worth it? I don't think so. I think we might take our tackle here. So I'm looking at, I believe it was Jalen Duncan out of Maryland. He's got B pass block and run block. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Jalen Duncan out of Maryland, bring him in to be our brand new tackle, and I'll feel pretty good about that. Normal development again, but that's okay. And then let's go make the best out of the last 2 third-rounders that we have. So these last 2 third-rounders, I would love to pick up a linebacker with this pick or the next one. So let's see. Got Brandon Joseph, a lot of corners. Mike Morris. We don't need edges at all. Tanner, we got Hendon, we got Owen. So I honestly, Noah Sewell still here as well. He's fallen this far. So I'm probably going to be taking one of these linebackers here. Give me Noah Sewell out of Oregon. I'm going to take him and bring him into Buffalo. So that's going to be 2 linebackers. We got a hidden development middle linebacker. So that is going to be our other third rounder. And then let's go to this last one in pick 28. TJ Bass goes with the board. So we've pretty much addressed all the positions that we need to address. We could take another linebacker, of course, but I'm not going to do that. We got wide receiver. I don't think I'm going to need wide receiver, even though maybe I should look at it. Got Jarrett Patterson. If I want to think about maybe the center position after Mitch Morse, another right guard. And you can never go wrong with offensive line help. So I might just do that. I think I'm going to take Jordan McFadden out of Clemson. And that will be my draft. So just get some depth on the offensive line. And that will be it for me. So that is our draft. Overall, this offseason, not all that great by any means. But this team should still make the playoffs. Although I've seen in Madden plenty of times where Buffalo is really disappointing in the simulation. So there's no guarantee of that. But let's go take a look at our lineup going into this next season. So going into the season, we're set at an 84 overall. And I think it's safe to say the season goal for the Buffalo Bills should to win the Super Bowl. I mean, at least make it there. You've not made it there just yet. And you have probably your Super Bowl window being wide open right now with what you have on your team. So that is my goal. My goal is to win the Super Bowl. That's what it should be for the Buffalo Bills, in my opinion. So let's see what we're looking at. So Jalen Duncan, and we got Robert Scott. We got Jordan McFadden. So we got some depth on the offensive line now, which is kind of awesome. So kind of replaced our tackle position with 2 different tackles. We got McFadden. Mitch Morse is still our center. Got Ryan Bates. So plenty of depth on the offensive line. Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Khalil Shakir. Plenty of wide receivers. Dawson Knox. Definitely wouldn't have been too bad to draft another tight end, but that's okay. Then James Cook. Do I want to start James Cook over Damian Harris? I won't. And defensively, this is where the biggest problem was. So we got Henry and Noah Sewell. So I'm going to move one of them to left outside. So which one do I want to move to left outside? I'm guessing I'm going to move Henry here to left outside linebacker. And that will be what we decide to do there. And then Noah Sewell will play that middle linebacker spot. So I'm glad we were able to address those 2 positions there. And this will be our defense. So Henry, Noah Sewell, Matt Milano will be Micah Hyde, DeMar Hamlin, and then Taylor Rapp. You're going to have Teron Johnson, Greg Rosso, Tim Settle, Ed Oliver, Von Miller, AJ Espin. I don't know how to say his last name, but AJ, and then because I'm combining 2 names with one, Khalil Elam, and then Tre'Davious White, if I can speak. So let's go ahead and see if this team can at least make the playoffs. I would not be surprised if we missed entirely. Like I said, Madden sometimes gives Buffalo a really tough simulation. So let's see how it goes. I hope to see you guys in the playoffs. So at the end of the season, we did make the playoffs. We did not win our division. The Patriots actually took the AFC East from us, and we finished up as an 86 overall, 88 defense, 85 offense. So I assume that means some good things. Let's go ahead and spoil development trades real quick. I don't know what we got maybe out of Noah Sewell. Let's see. So the offense, nothing's changed here too much, I don't think. On the defense side of the football, Noah Sewell is star development, and Henry's up to a 77, so that's all really solid to see. Let's go take a look at our stats for this season and see if it looked really good or if it looked really bad. So offense was 8th in the NFL, so top 10 offense, which is nice. And defensively, we were 25th. Wow. Okay, not great. 40 and 13 from Josh Allen. Damon Harris, 990 yards, 13 touchdowns. Receiving, Diggs had a really good year. Deontay Hardy kind of stepped up, maybe became that wide receiver 2 for us. 11 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Gabe Davis, 900 yards. Defensively wise, sacks. Von Miller, of course, you guys know he's always going to show out. 22 and a half. Interceptions, 3 from Tre'Davious White, 2 from Milano, 1 from Noah Sewell, 1 from Teron Johnson. So if we don't get far in the playoffs, we all should know that we definitely need to address the defense a little bit more. It's looking like, let's just jump right in. They got Miles Sanders on the Patriots here in the simulation. So let's go ahead and see if we can come to Gillette and take down our division rival, the Patriots. We're going to go up 7-0. They tie it up. And we're going to go up 14-7. All right. Can we go take it 21-7? We know our offense is going to score. Is our defense going to get stops is the question. And our offense so far actually has only put up 14, but they do get a touchdown before half. We get the ball back and we get interception. Very good turnover. Only a field goal out of it though. 24-17. Can we keep the lead? Another nice interception. We take a nice 2-possession lead, but the Patriots score again. They might tie it up here, and they do just that. 2-minute drill. Can we go take the lead? We do. 34-31. And just like that, we take the win at the very end, and we're headed to the divisional round. And now we're literally in the same position as last year, but this time we're headed to Cincinnati. We all know Cincinnati came to Buffalo and took down the Bills. Now, can we return the favor here is the question. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. The Bengals are super good in the simulation always. So to say I'm nervous here is an understatement. I mean, we got another season if we need to. Let's see what happens. We do get it. Okay, no, they're up 7-0. I thought we turned it over for a second. 14-0. All right, it's not looking good. We might be getting embarrassed by the Bengals again, unless we get back. Wow, we literally had a touchdown in our grasp and did not score on that drive. 24-0, and we are about to get embarrassed by the Bengals once again. We haven't even put up a point yet, which is insane. Absolutely insanity. 7-31, and finally we're going to put up some garbage points. And just kidding, we only finished with the touchdown, so we literally got embarrassed by the Bengals 2 years in a row. That is exactly what we can't have happen. We got some serious consideration to do with what we're going to do with this team. I think we definitely need to go all in on this defense this offseason because we need our defense to be super elite. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be one of the toughest off seasons we've ever had when it comes to rebuilding here in Madden because we only have $17 million in cap space and we're not good enough. We just got embarrassed by the Bengals now 2 years in a row and not a whole lot of money to work with. So there is a chance we might be cutting away some veterans, trading some guys. It's going to be an interesting offseason to say the least. So we got 8 players, and I know Ed Oliver is one of them. So you have Gabe Davis, Micah Hyde, Ed Oliver, Tyler Bass, Deontay Hardy, AJ, Tim Settle, Quentin Morris. I got to make sure Von Miller hasn't retired on me real quick because if he has, I think re-signing AJ is a must. But let's see if Von Miller is still here. I don't know if he is going to be or not. So they have defensively, Von Miller is still here. So I guess we can technically let AJ go. I won't feel great about it, and we might have to let, was it Micah Hyde or Jordan Poyer's a free agent? I can't remember, but we got to try to see what we can do here because we're going to have to let some guys go. We're probably going to have to make some trades, make some cuts. It's not going to be easy. So Micah Hyde's a free agent. I would love to bring him back. Gabe Davis. I actually want to bring back Gabe Davis. He's going to somebody I'm going to be prioritizing unless if I can't. We have Deontay Hardy, who also is a free agent. Man, this is going to be tough. Very tough offseason ahead of us. I do want Ed Oliver back. I think I 100% have to bring back Ed Oliver, actually. I'm going to prioritize Ed Oliver first and foremost. So let's do that. And he is going to be back. All right. So that leaves us $5 million in cap space. So we prioritize Ed Oliver over everyone else, which kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, kind of where we're at. So now I'm going to be letting the rest of these guys hit free agency unless if there's just somebody obvious I can cut away right now that just like, okay, I free up that money. We should be good. So savings, we got $10 million from Deion Dawkins. Josh Allen, of course, we're not cutting him. Mitch Morse might be someone we cut. Jordan Poyer. I honestly think I'd rather have Micah Hyde over Jordan Poyer. So I think I am going to cut Jordan Poyer. I'm going to free up that $8 million and go for Micah Hyde. He's a way higher overall. So I'm going to cut Jordan Poyer. That's going to be my first cut. And then I'm probably going to also cut Mitch Morse. It's not going to feel great, but we got to make decisions here. So I'm going to cut Mitch Morse. So that's going to be some more money freed up. And now that should give us enough money to go for Micah Hyde to bring him back, maybe on a 1-year deal, potentially. Let's see if we can do just that. So I'm going to sign Micah Hyde back to a 1-year deal because I got to bring him back 100%. All right. So we have Micah Hyde and Taylor Rapp as our free agents, or as our safeties, I should say. All right, so $8 million in cap space now to work with. That's obviously not a ton. We got to go bargain shopping at this point, which is not really what we want to do as a team trying to go win a Super Bowl. So how are we about to pull this off? Let's see. So our offensive line right now, we don't have a safety. We have Duncan, we have Brown. I think we got to go a little cheap here. So I'm going to move Ryan Bates to center. I think that's what we got to do here. So Ryan Bates, you're going to be our brand new center, probably. So I'm going to move you to center. So Ryan Bates, brand new center for this team. He's going to go fine. So he's going to be a 74 overall. Edwards going to be our left guard. McFadden's going to be our right guard. And I think Brown or Robert Scott. So Duncan is let's see where he's listed at. He's listed at left tackle. Okay. What is Robert Scott listed as? Because I think I might be cutting I might be trading Deion Dawkins. I might be doing it. So yeah, we have our tackles, which it's going to be a young offensive line, but I got to cut somewhere, and that's where I'm going to go with, because we need another wide receiver. Khalil Shakir, I think he could step up into a nice role, but yeah, we're going to need another wide receiver outside of just Stephon Diggs, Khalil Shakir. On the defense, I mean, not a whole lot I can improve here other than maybe the D tackle spot and maybe another corner, even though the corners aren't terrible. So yeah, I think that's where we really got to improve, is get another wide receiver and then another, maybe another good D tackle. So let's go look if we can bargain shop in free agency for a good D tackle or a good wide receiver. I don't know if that'll be here. Josh Jacobs free agent. So wide receiver, Mike Evans, of course, would be amazing. Jerry Jeudy, Brandon Ayuk, of course, I would love him. Gabe Davis, Tyler Boyd, Peoples-Jones, KJ Osborne. So Tyler Boyd or Ayuk makes a lot of sense. Gabe Davis, of course, I loved him here, but he's got 0 offers. So we could just bring back Gabe Davis. He's probably going to be the bet. Yeah, we can't even afford him. So I think the first step, let's go D tackle real quick. Just a look. So Fletcher Cox, Sheldon Rankins, Matt Ioannidis. Matt Ioannidis might have to be our bargain shop D tackle, which isn't going to be great, but it's going to be someone. So I'm going to go for him. And I think the next step is we have to trade Deion Dawkins. So I'm going to be shipping Deion Dawkins over to the Chicago Bears, I believe, for a 2nd round pick if they're going to accept it, and a 5th. So we trade away Deion Dawkins and we're going with a young offensive line. We get a 2nd round pick out of it, and that gives us about $11 million in cap space to work with, and ultimately $16 million. So wide receiver, I think, is what I need to prioritize here. So if I have to renounce, or if I have to, renounce that offer on Matt Ioannidis, I'm going to do so, because I definitely want a really good wide receiver. And I honestly looking at Brandon Ayuk here, and I really want Brandon Ayuk, to be honest with you. So I am going to go ahead and cut away that Matt Ioannidis offer I made earlier. We're going to withdraw that offer, and let's see if we can offer on Brandon Ayuk, because I think if we need an impact wide receiver right away, I think Ayuk would definitely do that for us. We're a little off, so Ayuk will be wide receiver 2 next to Diggs, and then we can have Khalil Shakir run that slot spot and have him step up into a huge role. But I got to cut a little bit more money away, and then we just got to prioritize drafting defenders in the draft. We're going to try to build through the draft. So I'm going to cut Nyheim Hines just because I feel like we'll be fine. We have James Cook. So I'm going to cut Nyheim Hines to free up that $5 million, and that should give us enough to sign Brandon Ayuk. So definitely a tough offseason. We're going with a very young offensive line. I'm kind of glad we drafted another offensive lineman, because we are really tooling on this offensive line. But Ayuk is what I'm going for. Brandon Ayuk is super underrated, and even if Diggs decided to leave eventually down the line, I think Ayuk could maybe step up into a wide receiver 1 role. So yeah, Brandon Ayuk, I love it. Welcome to Buffalo. And now it is time to just full on build through the draft. So 83 overalls across the board. This is what our offense is going to be looking like. Very young offensive line. It's going to be tough, but this is what we're going to roll with. Weapons are going to be a little depleted a little bit, but defensively is where I really want to focus. I want to try to get like a really good defensive draft going. If that means younger safeties, whatever it takes, I'm willing to do so, because we are still trying to win a Super Bowl. All right, let's jump into the draft at pick 27, and let's see what we can land here. I'm obviously prioritizing the defense mostly, but we'll see what's in front of us. So we got Greg Whitfield, Tyler, Texas run stopper, D tackle, the best D tackle left on the board. I think that's an easy selection for me. So I'm going to be taking Tyler Flanagan to be my brand new defensive tackle, head development player next to Ed Oliver and everything else we have on the D line. So round 2, pick 12. I think this is going to be Chicago's pick. So let's see if we can get here. Chase Swinney goes off the board. We got Spencer Harris, another D tackle, Dwayne Palmer, Clayton Smith, Antoine Howland, Brandon Bennett, Carlos, Marquise Palmer. I honestly might take Marquise Palmer here. Let's get another corner in the room. So I'm taking the Auburn cornerback, Marquise Palmer. Welcome to the team. That's going to be another hidden development corner. So far, we've prioritized the defense, adding some players here. And I'm definitely going to need to be picking a safety as well, because Micah Hyde ain't going to be around forever. So Dwayne Palmer still here. Might go for him. We'll see. Jamie Holiday, though, out of Michigan State, might be my next pick here because we need a new free safety. So we're going to bring him in to be depth at that free safety spot. And last selection here in round 3. Let's see if that D tackle is still here. If he is, I might just take him. We'll see. Byron Levy goes off the board, so I assume he's not still here, and he's not. So Steven Person, Amir Perkins, Greg Kaplan. I might take Greg Kaplan here, and that will be my draft. So that is going to be rolling with all defensive draft. We feel pretty good about what the offense has. We just kind of prioritize some more defensive depth. So obviously our offense was really good last year. That we did lose Gabe Davis and Deontay Hardy. Hopefully Brandon Ayuk can step up, and then Khalil Shakir is going to play a big role here. So offensive line, of course, got worse. We got younger, but we'll see if it holds up. And defensively, we just got to hope and pray it gets better on the defense side of the ball, because that's where we're at right now. So let's go to preseason, and I'm a little nervous because our cap space went up for whatever reason. Like, why did our cap space go up? Did Von Miller retire or something? Because I can't really afford that right now. So I should have looked, but I'm nervous. Did Von Miller retire? He's gone, dude. I freaking knew it. Von Miller is gone. I should have noticed that. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Von Miller, not having him is going to be so big. I would have taken Clayton Smith if I knew that was the case. I should have realized, man. I should have realized Von Miller freaking retired on us, man. Unless the computer just cut him, which I don't think they would do that. But it is what it is, man. We're going without Von Miller. That's going to be a huge hit to our defense, obviously. But we'll just have to hope and see. With him gone, if our defense can maybe be better. It shouldn't be, but we'll see what happens. At the end of the season, we finished with one less win is what I'm trying to say, and 10-7 on the year. So we won our division, though, and get a home playoff game. Of course, we made it past wildcard weekend last year. The Titans have Josh Jacobs. Does that mean they have Jacobs and Derrick Henry? Because that would low-key literally make no sense. I'm curious. I gotta see. They have Quinn Ewers. And they have, they do not have Derrick Henry anymore. Where did they trade him? I don't know. Okay, Derrick Henry is gone. They have Josh Jacobs in Tennessee now. Fair enough. Okay, let's go take a look at the stats. Maybe Derrick Henry was in free agency. I didn't notice. Offensively, 2014 NFL. So, offense went down. I can live with that if the defense went up. 11th NFL. Okay, I can live with the offense going down a little bit. I can kind of expect that with maybe the offensive line getting a little worse. But Damian Harris still executed with 9 touchdowns, 1,009 yards. Diggs was still great. Ayuk, and then Isaiah Grant actually was playing that slot wide receiver role. So 74 overall rookie. I don't know where he came from, but it looks like the CPU drafted him. Defensively, sacks wise, we had 13.5 from Greg Rosso, so he was excellent. 8.5 from Ed Oliver. 6.5 from Boogie Basham. So obviously he was the Von Miller replacement, kind of had to be. And the interceptions, 2 from Matt Milano, 2 from Taylor Rapp, and then 2 from Tre'Davious White. So we get to play the Tennessee Titans. So wish us luck, and hopefully we can take them down. All right, man, here we go. Going up against Tennessee, obviously going to be a, I don't know if I want to say tough matchup, but they're not going to be no slouch. With Josh Jacobs at running back and a rookie quarterback or wherever. I don't know if he's a rookie or whatever, but 14-3 so far, and we're up 21-3. So far, so good. As long as we can keep the lead, we should be fine. It is definitely better to have, it definitely feels good to have a better defense this year. Offensively was a little worse, but that's okay. As long as they can put up 28 points, I can trust my defense to maybe get it done. Don't give them the ball back, please, I'm about to say, and we're moving on. So, we're able to get past the Titans. It looks like the Bengals actually got eliminated in wildcard weekend, so we don't have to deal with them this year. But we might be going next week to play the Kansas City Chiefs, which obviously is no easy task whatsoever. And as I expected, we are headed to Arrowhead to play Kansas City. So obviously the Chiefs are a team that eliminated the Bills in the past in that crazy playoff game. But this is our chance to maybe get some revenge here. But last year we weren't able to do that against the Bengals. Now can we do it against Kansas City? So we start off with an interception and do nothing with it, or at least it looked like an interception. But the Chiefs are going to take a 7-0 lead. And can we respond is the question. We do not, but maybe we can do it here. No. They're going to go 14-0. Is this going to be the second year in a row we're embarrassed by the top seeded team? 28-0 and 35-0, 7-35, 42-7. And that is going to be the story for the Buffalo Bills, I guess. We cannot beat the Bengals or the Chiefs. I guess we'll always be third fiddle to the Chiefs or the Bengals. So Don't know how you feel about that. If you're a Buffalo fan watching, Madden has you guys never going past Chiefs or Cincinnati. So that is the reality of the Buffalo Bills, according to Madden. 13-42, embarrassed 2 years in a row. I'm going to end it off on that note. We cannot go past the Chiefs or the Bengals, apparently. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Comment down below the next video you guys want to see. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.